Yo! What's up, Poopsie? How you doing, brother? How's the grind going? It's still very much morning for me, bro. I'm like hardly awake yet. What's up, Baf? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Just chilling hard here. I'm still like halfway through my first cup of coffee. So it's a slow day. Hey, live night chat, I'll write here because Alt tab, gotta grind. Okay, cool. Cool. Cells, so you're lurking on the stream. I can chat to you from general chat. Is that what you're saying? Let's test. You can type straight in general and amazing. All right, cool. Sweet. Welcome. Good morning. Finishing your DN keys, bro. Wow, very nice. Yeah, I think the raid worked. Thank you, Ulapo. Yeah, because I'm on Restream, I don't see the raid notification. So thank you for that. You guys just gotta tell me when you raid. Thank you, bro. Getting me out of like bed, you know, to come and stream. Didn't appear the message to me. Yeah, it might be because of Restream. That might be why. Welcome. I'm just messing around here. Just letting my potions randomly run out. Still too early for me. Hey. Oh wow, that's nice. 6 fragments off the wheel. Why not? Okay. Just making some potions. I don't know why. Let's see. Still got to get up to this 10k. I've got Hellfire to do, and I haven't even touched Echoes of Time. I don't want my gold to disappear. So I've actually just been doing some Transcendent runs, but like very slow and chilled. Just been like, I'm so happy that the expedition is done. It's nice to kind of go back to just like a bit of a slow, cozy grind. I know all your hardcore sweaties out there will probably not agree with me. What's happening at the Emporium? For other fragments down in price? Thanks, Ulapo. Major shout out. Thank you for the raid, bro. I don't know if it's late by you or early or anything. If you had a long one, I hope it was a good one. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Oh, people doing like the last week catch up. Yeah, maybe it's worth just dumping all the fragments. Shot for the tip, Poopsie. I'll go check it out. Those oaks have deep pockets as well, I guess. Also, what's happening with Engine? Are the transactions in and out working again? Yeah, Poopsie said so. Bodewa and Wildman. That's crazy. What? 29k for a T-Triad? What? Bro, maybe I should sell one. That's more than my T-Weapon. That's crazy. Okay. Should I just pawn it off? Let someone else get the Ethereum core. And then, you know what you do? Then you still don't play the next expedition. Then you just merchant and sell everything. Interesting. The thing is, if they craft Ethereum, they will craft They will craft the next one also. What do you mean? The next one? Oh, you mean they'll craft more than one? Oh, which means... Oh, the next expedition T-Relic. Do you think there'll be different ones? So you think you could only get Ethereum this expedition? Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, I mean, for 5T triads, like, you either are burning cash or investing tons of engine. So, will that also just be like a limited thing? Like, you could only get this expedition? I wonder about that. I don't think that'll be the case. I think it'll still be Ethereum core. Just because of, like, how long it could take to get that item. Thank you. Thank you for your watch time. Paying for the ads. It's fine, the ads do help, believe it or not. Since no one in the Lost Relics community really subscribes to the streams and stuff, unfortunately I need to go with ads. That's just what it is. What I actually need is like 500 subscribers. Then the stream will actually be worth like doing more regularly. Because then it will be worth money and I can actually warrant putting time into it. At the moment, it's just chilled fun. But I actually wonder what the player numbers are. It would be, you know, like, if you think about the commitment of creating content for the game, like, it would be nice to know what those figures are, so you know what you're kind of buying into as a content creator. Because, obviously, you know, the community is pretty tight-knit. Most of the people here are also streamers, so it's like, at what point do we get beyond those numbers and have like a greater player community, so that, you know, maybe what, 10% are streamers, or even less, you know, like the same amounts as we have now, but the rest are kind of like keen to tune in and hang out with people who are playing. Or is it only something we'll maybe see when co-op comes in, when players can actually play together? I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be the same for T. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Was Ethereum Core only introduced for this expedition? Or was it... was it in the previous one too? I don't know, 17 weeks, bro. 17 weeks is a long time, actually. Like what, 4 months? Basically 4 months. So we get 3 expeditions a year. That's crazy. So now 3 back-to-back expeditions. It's been our first year of expeditions finished. Insane. Yo, what's up, Bordell? How you, brother? Welcome to the stream. The morning stream. You can hear my voice is still husky. Bro, I'm so tired today. I was tired last night. We've got this like festival show coming up, where we set up like basically like a mini circus theater at a festival. And if you wander in there, there's gonna be like magic and clowns and live music, and it's basically like our own little mini stage. We're running it just on one of the days at the festival, but like I was at a blacksmith's workshop yesterday and we were doing design, or I was doing design for like what will eventually be like a super cool metal sign for the front of the place. It was just so tiring, bro. That, and I've been also like trying to get back into some exercise, like doing some outdoor bodyweight training and stuff. Trying to get back into being able to do just like a couple of pull-ups, man. How are you guys out there with pull-ups? I find them so difficult. Like, if I can do 5 full length, you know, proper pull-ups, I'm dead. I'm dead after 5, bro. I need a break. I take short breaks between each one, you know, it's like it's gonna take a while. But anyway, welcome. Dude, pull-ups are the basics. Yeah, no, pull-ups are great. Like, I definitely feel them. My arms are wrecked, my shoulders, my back, everything. And I've been comboing that with some other, like, like, calisthenic style. Like, I'm not saying it, like, whenever you hear the word calisthenics, you think people are, like, you know, you're always doing the stuff you see, like, on YouTube of those crazy people basically defying gravity. But no, I'm doing, like, just basic stuff, like push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, like, squat things. I do those, like, there's, like, some parallel bar things at the outdoor gym where you can do, like, you know, when you do, like, the dip and then you do the leg raises. So it's, like, all that kind of classic stuff. And it definitely works. What? I used to be able to do 4 times 12 with 25 kg strapped to. Damn, bro, that's crazy. So you were pushing hard. Now, to be fair, like with pull-ups, I remember back in like high school, I could do like 10 to 12 pull-ups pretty like chilled. But I think you're also lighter back then, you know? You don't have as much like man fat on you. Like in your 30s, you also develop like, you know, your body changes a little bit and you get all that visceral fat just from like beer and like food and like sedentary lifestyle, you know? And that stuff just like builds up on the inside. You don't even like know it's happening. So now you're trying to pull all that extra weight up as well, you know? Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm going to. I think like, you know, I just want to feel like my body is not heavy to myself. Like, I want to be happy with my own strength to weight ratio, you know? That'll feel nice. Like, I don't really care about lifting heavy weights. I just want to be able to lift my own weight and do cool stuff with my own body, you know? So we'll see. We'll get there. For now, I'm just happy I can do a couple of sets. Like, I don't know, I weigh like 95, dude. 95 kilograms. I mean, that's pretty heavy, I feel. For my height. I think, like, it is classified as a little overweight for my height. But I don't feel like I'm fat. I just weigh a little bit extra. So I don't know if this is all my old muscle weighing me down, but it's all weak now. Yeah, for sure. So I'm only yeah, exactly. 10 proper pull-ups now, bro. Your body weight is different. Like, just like your body composition is completely different. It's crazy. You know, I sometimes see, like, some of the post-school / like, teen dudes, and they're just so skinny. Great. Someone's drilling upstairs. They're just so, like, lean, bro. They don't have any of this man fat. Oh, man. Excuse that drilling in the background. Someone is waking up on a Saturday morning and drilling. It's like insanity. What the hell are they doing? Have a day off. But yeah, push-ups, I dig. I'm like, I don't mind those. Everything else, like, I enjoy, you know. It's just that pull-ups are so notoriously difficult. I even try those ones where you, like, take a wide grip and then you try, like, pull yourself up behind your head. Like, I can't do those yet. Not yet. That's crazy. I basically hit, like, a very hard... It's just like a wall. I got fat also. Nice. Yeah, bro. Not that I'm not like obsessive about it. I'm what, 33 this year, and probably haven't worked out for now. If I look at my total age versus how long I haven't worked out, probably about half of my life, probably for the past like 10 to 15 years, probably haven't. No, that's a lie. Probably about the last 10 years, maybe borderline 12 years. I haven't really been exercising at all, which is not good. Because, what, 19, in my early 20s, I was doing some stuff. And it kind of just disappeared, man. So now, I'm just trying to, like, get back into it. Not because I want to start an Instagram page for my fitness or nothing like that, you know. Just to kind of try be, like, healthy, you know? Just for the heart, for the mental space, for the body, for your bones, you know, just all of that good stuff. So, yeah, it does feel good. I've been doing, like, a lot of running as well. That was hard at first. Now I'm like, oh, I can go for a 2.5k or a 3k, even a 5k every now and then. Like, and actually not feel like I hate myself for doing it, you know? Feels nice. What? Don't the behind the head ones. Those are just for show-offs. You will... Oh, you'll mess your shoulder joints up. Really? So what, are those not good form? I just thought those work predominantly back. I mean, you're moving your center of gravity over your back, so your whole back, that's all back lifting. Obviously, like, you must make sure that you're gripping wide enough. Cool. We got a little key here. What? But if you stop, do is hard to back. I need to force myself to do it again. Yeah, I mean, look, I think the way I started, before I started doing, like, the full, like, you know, when your elbows are fully extended and then you pull yourself, like, the whole way, you can start just by standing by the bar. Like, if you've got one of those ones that, like, hook up to your doorway at home, you can start, like, almost like at this, like, your elbows are pretty bent, and then you just kind of do the chin-ups to start. And if you need, you can, like, do a little hop, and then just, like, control yourself on the way down, you know? And then eventually, you can start... Because, like, now, I could probably do up to 10 or 12 of those, like, little chin-uppy things. But I don't care about the reps. I think I care about, like, doing the full extended pull-up, like, the form properly. So now I'm doing less again, because I want to train that. I want to do, like, all the way down, hang even for, like, if I have to for a bit, and then just, like, go all the way up, all the way down. And I kind of recheck my form after each one. So I'm doing them, like, slow, but trying to do them right. And I can feel it, bro. My body is sore today. I slept so good. Slept like a log. So anyway, to go back to... I don't know why we're talking about this. Basically trying to explain why I'm so tired. So, doing that whole mission, running to the gym, doing a little outdoor sesh, and then heading off to a blacksmith's workshop to, like, design a 2 meter by 0.3 meter sign, and a bunch of other, like, arty things, box cutting stuff, like making templates. It's like, it's labor, bro. It's definitely labor. I'm feeling it today. But I definitely did sleep well. I think maybe after another coffee, I'll feel pretty good. And also I got stuff to do today. I know, like, my partner's head off already. We house sitting her parents' place because they're going away for holiday, and we basically house and dog sitting. So she's gone off early just to, like, do the handover, which is cool. Very nice of her to just let me sleep in a bit. So I need to basically follow suit and go join her sometime today. So I'll probably be streaming, if I am going to be streaming, it'll probably be with a headset. Maybe I'll go without a camera, we'll see. Or camera, yeah, so the audio will be a little different on the next stream. Olapo says there are some techniques to improve, like starting just short movements with the shoulders. Oh, you mean just like actually building up your shoulder strength first? Yeah, because I think that's the thing. A lot of exercises don't actually necessarily train shoulders directly. Like, you need to actually build up your shoulders, because that's like the first part of the lift is all across here. But we'll get there, man. We'll get there. Like I said, I'm not, like, looking to compete in any strongman competitions or post any of my progress on social media. It's just for me, you know. But yeah, it's been a good decision. I think next week, so this was week 25. Next week, I will be 26 weeks, so half a year of regular weekly kind of exercise. So something to celebrate, something to feel good about. Now it's just part of the lifestyle. Just got to keep going, bro. Even if it's like, whatever, 15, 20 minutes a day. Or if you're tired, take a day off, you know, like 3 to 5 times a week. You're feeling good. Healthy. Then when you're sitting down playing Lost Relics, you don't feel bad about it. You don't feel guilty. You can be like, I deserve this. So I wonder if these gold elixirs are coming back. I don't know if they actually paid for themselves. Maybe they did. It's obviously like the gold, the liquid gold earnings in this game are very, very small. Like, if you 100 times it, it's like, you know what I was saying in the general chat, or even 1,000 times it. I mean, there's no point in 1,000 timesing it because there's no ways I do 1,000 adventures in a month. That like never happens. I maybe do like 300 max. Probably less than that, to be honest. Maybe a little more, depending. Yeah, 10 adventures a day. I should be doing more than that. But even so, 10 adventures, right? What's that, like 4,000 gold? So in a month, what's that, 120? So you get 2 Lunary bonds passive. I mean, I suppose that's kind of good on very casual play. Galapos says, yep, better slow and forever than fast and stop 1 week later. Yeah, exactly. You know, let strength build over time while you're sleeping. When you're actually like not working out, that's when you're getting stronger because your muscles are healing or whatever. But anyway, it does feel good. Especially I've been like doing the outdoor gym, which is cool. Kind of forces you to also go outside. Get some nice fresh air if the day is good. And it's summer by us at the moment. So that's pretty cool, you know. A nice reason to just get away from the screen a bit. I think it is important. It's like, I used to watch people going out there running and stuff, and I'm like, what are those idiots doing? You know what I mean? Or like, why would they be doing that to themselves? And then, you know, now I think I get it. I get it. 40 centimeters of snow, bro. Yo, that's crazy, Cells. Yeah, I know my brother is out in the Americas, and he's also just like completely under the snow. Yeah, and I've got a friend out in Bulgaria as well, and he's also just snowed in. That's proper cozy grind weather though. Hey. Yeah, maybe that's also just like why I haven't been playing as much. It's because the weather's been so nice, you know. Kind of good to get out. Yeah, and the house we're going to go sit or look after with the dog is pretty close to like a very nice like walking area and park area. Nice seaside vibes. So try and make the most of that in this next like 10 days or so. Yeah, we take it chilled. I mean, like, you guys can see I'm not even using potions here. So my runs are slow, but like, who cares about them being quick if, you know, the amount that it costs you to do it versus what you get is not so good, you know? Oh, we got a lot of people hanging on the stream today. Major shout out to all of you. Welcome. Drop some heat in the chat. Or if you're listening and grinding in general chat, you're welcome to talk directly to me from general chat, like what Salsea is doing. And we can hang out. I'm just slowly hacking my way up to this 10k here. We probably could change it up. Let's do a couple more here. I'm just enjoying the chats and the chills. Yeah, if you're a new viewer, consider smashing that follow button or subscribe if you're on YouTube. Definitely cool to have some new faces. Or if you're a new player, don't be scared to ask questions. Because we've basically got everyone here. This is like the whole community. Nice to see people like coming to the game. Like a bunch of new players and new names in the general chat. Some I can remember. There was Dot Barcode, Thaum Eclipse, 10k. They've been kind of active and quite positive about the game as new players. I know, shame, the one player I added as a friend just because he did the things. He bought membership, his first membership, and then he like already grinded out his next one. Salsea is asking, am I planning on doing tier 17 next expedition? I don't know, bro. To be honest, 3 expeditions back to back. I don't really have the fragments. I don't have items to sell. You know, I'm like, my stash is pretty much wiped clean. Yes, I do have a... Yeah. I did 3 tier 17s back to back. So, I'm pretty smashed. But I did try something this past expedition where I think for the first 10 weeks, I just played... and stacked my Valor token caches and stacked my fragments, and obviously as a content creator with all the boosts, you know, if you guys are members, you can go to your social tab and actually boost a creator. I'm boosting Caddy. You know, from those boosts and getting weekly tokens, it's also like, you know, helped me big time with being able to do the expedition, so I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, well done. Tier 10 is also, it's still a mission, dude. Like, obviously tier 10 you get the most engine back from those mythical triads. And I sold my triads to be able to fund the expedition. And I think the expedition is kind of designed that way. Ah, thanks Baff, you legend. Thanks for the boost. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream and yeah, you like to come hang out, consider boosting your friendly neighborhood Nightshade. Anyway, so it does help. It definitely helps. It also means I can like not grind as hard. Like I can also, you know, do other stuff with my life, and check in and just stay regular with the streams and the community. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, getting to tier 17, it's a proper grind. Like it's you know, weekly commitment for 4 months, basically. Like, mentally, it also, like, it weighs on you. You know, you're like, okay, I gotta do my life stuff. I gotta, like, work. I gotta do that. But then you're like, oh my god, I've gotta get 3.5k kills a day. Like, just to get an epic arcane frag, you know, like, it's crazy. It's a crazy grind. So... I think I might do the catch-up system again, so that's what I did. Sorry, I'm digressing a bit here. In this last expedition that we did, I thought, okay, cool, maybe I'll sit out, you know? Maybe I'll take the Arca's Ring, I'll just save up engine, and then use the triads, and then, like, just get one nice item for the season or whatever, you know? And then come week 10, I kind of looked at how many caches I had, how many tokens I had, what my fragments were looking like. And then I decided, you know, obviously the content for the tool upgrades came out, and they released a bunch of updates throughout the expedition, which basically, like, encouraged me to want to do it. and go in. So then I played the catch-up system for like, what, two weeks or so. Because the catch-up system is cool, but it can also screw you. Like, if you think you can do 170 gold contracts in like 2 weeks or something, like, it's doable, but it's a lot, bro. It is a lot. And, you know, how many blue contracts? Also, 170 blues, 170, you don't want to leave it too late. So I think halfway point is a good place to kind of check in. What? It's not alone. Oh, it's not a lot if you can reroll your supremacy ones. Yeah, but then you also need the keys, bro, or you need the gold. So if you haven't like saved up the gold knowing that you're gonna now chase, you gotta get that credit card out, or you gotta sell some bonds or something, because the time is the problem then. And then also the markets, like if you're wanting to buy valid token caches, you need to make sure that you're actually in for that. So we'll see. And of course gold is relatively scarce. Like if you are still trying to, like for me, I'm still playing by selling and buying bonds, you know? Like you can see my Luneri is sitting at 1.9, and that is for my next 30 days, you know? So I've got the next, what, 17 days or so to... No, I don't. I've been... Bro, I'm actually... You might not believe it. I'm like a free-to-play player, bro. I've maybe bought like 3 or 4 memberships over the past couple 6 years or so, and then I've gambled 1 or 2 things and bought like maybe a cosmetic here and there, but for the most part I am an example of one of those players that has literally played to grind and find, you know. In the very early days of Lost Relics, I tried out the Engine X system back then. And I bought like a dragon's blade and like a rare weapon or something. But back then it was like, those items were kind of cheap. Like I maybe spent like $20 or something total. And then later I sold, you know, obviously when the market was booming and stuff, I sold out for about $750. Those same items. And then everything crashed. And then we basically came back with you know, I basically sold those items and then bought them back when everything went down. So I've already kind of made my money from the game. Not that that was ever supposed to be the goal. Like I know a lot of people come here going, how much value can I take from this game? And I think that is not the right way to think of this, you know what I mean? Like I think the current model of how we can sustain membership is cool. And also it does like encourage you to go, well, if I wanted to have an extra 1,000,000 gold in my stash or liquid gold, maybe instead of selling or buying Luneri bonds, you know, you actually support the game, and then that basically gives you some more spending power. So that's also what you're buying. You're buying time and spending power. But that also comes with complacency. You might feel like you don't want to grind as hard because you can just quickly buy membership, you know. So, yeah, I guess for me, I enjoy... It's like I hate it, but I also enjoy it. I like the fact that you've got this grind goal target. But I love free-to-play guys. They provide cheap Isle scrolls. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't really... That's the thing. I haven't had... I was doing, like, a bunch of Descending Nightmares for the vaults, and that was, like, my gold source for a while. And I haven't been doing adventures, so I'm just coming back here to get some stones. I haven't been to Isles for a little while. Could be nice to do some gathering. What's up, Zeus? You're saying you can't say to people that's not the right approach. It's an NFT game. People come to find items to sell to make money if they... No, sure, but like, I think the expectation is usually too high. You know, people come in and they go, you know, I just want to make money playing this game. But like, you forget that it's also someone else's project that needs to make money from the project they created. Like, you know, you definitely can accrue value over time. And much like Magic the Gathering or like Pokemon or like any of those, you know, tabletop collectible trading card games or whatever, you know, the items are limited and they have perpetual utility within the world. So if you ever wanted to step away from the table, if you think of it like that, you know, cash out, you can. And your items will be valuable to the next upcoming adventurer. So I think that's cool. I've never seen that in another game. And of course you're getting entertainment and community along the way. And it's obviously exciting. Like, the game is... It can be super punishing, obviously. Like, chasing treasure and not getting anything for a while. But you will eventually get something. Like, you just gotta keep playing. That's really what it is. But yeah. It's all about inventory management, making sure you're not gambling more gold than what you have to keep your membership going. And I mean, again, Suze, I'm not trying to attack players who have lots of money to gamble or spend or expendable income. You know, I know there's a lot of players here that have spent like thousands of dollars just on support and gambling. So, you know, that's your habit. That's your habit and your ability, and obviously the community is super thankful for that. But not everyone can do that. Yeah, Sels, maybe he's not the only one, bro. Come on. No, for sure. But that's why the game has had to evolve. You know, if we want to have a continually expanding player base, the game needs to have like a cyclical economy. And now, you know, with Expedition and Fragments delivering permanent progress, especially for players who are investing in the game now, not just with money, but with time, that is cool. Like, it's nice to have that permanent progress. So it gives those arcane fragments proper value. Like, they're almost more valuable than some of the weapons out there. Like, for a player, from my perspective, I don't need legendary weapons. I don't need, you know, any gear from common till mythical ready. Oh no, lies. To about legendary, you know. There's definitely some mythical artifacts I would love to have, or obviously transcendent. Maybe a transcendent secondary weapon, imagine. But those are like huge upgrades that are gonna basically cost me like thousands of engine, hundreds of hours, maybe thousands of hours of playtime. So it's like, they're pretty far away goals. I'm like personally at a bit of a, what would you say, like a wall? Bit of a wall on my progress. So like having these short-term progress goals like the Expedition. You know, Expedition is cool because you've got your weekly things, you've got your bounty contracts. So I do enjoy the Expedition. But I definitely don't have the fragments right now. That's the truth. Maybe I should sell to these guys that are playing catch up now. Just completely empty out my stash, and then just go start from zero. Ah, sorry, let me catch up on the chat here. I've just been like just chatting here. So I'll say, it says, my only issue with Expedition is... Oh yeah, sure. Well, I think part of that pressure is also to push players out who have been grinding the Expedition back to back. So it gives new players an opportunity maybe to take the lead. It's all very well thought out, I would say. And like the margins... Oh, that's a bad time to freeze them. Like the margins kind of overlap, you know, with like the time periods and stuff. So like, yeah, it's done well, you know. Like, should a player be able to complete every single expedition back to back? Like I think I should feel the way I'm feeling right now. Like, I'm tired, you know, like, these expeditions have been brutal. Like, it's an expedition, you know what I mean? It's not just an adventure. You're like, off you go for 17 weeks of grind. Like, so I'm definitely feeling, maybe that's what all this body pain is. It's not from the pull-ups, you know, it's from the expedition. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what's happening in the chat here. Sorry, I'm just talking. Sue says, when people ask, how much can I make? It's a valid question, really. There's so many people looking for projects to grind cash out, profit, go to next project. Yeah, sure. Well, you can make money playing this game, but don't be fooled. You know, if luck is on your side, yes, you can come in and get like a drop within a week of playing and then sell it and leave. But there are little hurdles. You will have to buy a membership. You will have to grind out some levels. You know, you will have to devote some time to the game. And hopefully in that time, being welcomed by the community, you feel more inclined to want to stay. So I think that's how it should be. Poopsy says, I think you can make $100 to $200 per week, but it's a degen grind. Well, there you go. Furika says, that's way too high of an estimate. Sue says, it is too high. Furika says, what's up, Furika, by the way? He says 100 to 250 is more reasonable for a month. Poopsy says no. But Poopsy is a degen. You grind like hundreds of adventures a day. You just sell in the wrong moments, have no patience. Ooh, chat's getting heated here. Matt640 pulling in, morning. Good morning to you, sir. Sous Chef says, tell me how you make 200 a week. Grind the expedition. I spend 200 a week, Sue says. OnlyFans. Sue, you are working more than full-time, bro. You don't have the time. Joshi is close to 40k this expedition, but he sold his T-Triad and his frags too cheap. How do you make 200 a week on expedition? 4 of the weeks is Valorbound marks untradeable. Sell T-Triad to Wildman for 30k plus. Lol. Sell M-Triad next expedition day 1. Yeah, but Poopsy isn't telling me how to make that much. Yeah. True. I mean, I suppose what? You're saying you can accrue that value if you grind hard, $100 to $200, what? You said a week? But obviously you're finding stuff that you are probably going to return to the game, you know, for expedition. So like, maybe if you played, and this was like a style I wanted to try for one of the expeditions, where you play as a merchant. You basically like, you don't take part in the expedition, you don't chase any of the permanent rewards, you kind of sit out for 4 months, and you play like as an outskirts type player where you still have the expedition pass active, but then you're selling your Valor token caches, you're selling your fragments, you're selling everything. Yes, it'll put you behind on like those quests, the gathering quests and stuff, but who knows? Maybe doing that for 4 months basically sets you up for the next expedition, and you've got gold, and you've got engine. I mean, to me, that doesn't sound like a bad choice. But of course, then you miss out on like a T-Triad, which, I mean, if they're going for like 30k, that is insane. I might just sell mine. That would like fund more than, well, actually no, I did the math the other day. You need like about 22,000 engine if you were to just buy all the fragments for expedition, depending on the market prices. I think when I did the math at the time, that's how much it was. Also, guys, we got like 49 people on the stream today. That's amazing. Welcome everyone. Lost Relics players and beyond. Make some noise in the chat if you're a new viewer. I want to see your name. Reveal yourself to me. If you're just lurking and grinding, that's also super cool. But yeah, welcome. That's a lot of peeps. Probably the most we've ever had on the stream. That's cool. What is going on today? Exciting stuff. Did I get like multiple raids or something? Did someone else raid me here? What is going on? That is very cool. Welcome, strangers. You better not be bots. Viewer bots, because they see the numbers are going up. Maybe the algorithm's picking us up, hey? Come on, algorithm, do your damn work. Put us out to the people. They must know about Lost Relics. Maybe I should do some other content. I feel like we definitely have some new viewers. Yeah, if you're not a Lost Relics player and you're watching, go download Lost Relics right now. It's free to play on Epic Games. Get your grind on, dungeon crawler style. You can find real value items that you can trade in a player-driven economy. Come get involved. You can see the community is very much alive. It's still a well-kept secret of a game, I would say. It's more like if you know, you know. So yeah, come join the grind. And soon, well, soon TM, I know they are also working on co-op, so we'll have the joy of being able to play with our friends and our enemies. So that's exciting. Sometime. I don't want to put too much pressure on that subject. I know everyone gets pretty heated about the co-op chats. But imagine this, we'll be on stream and then you could literally be in the chat on a stream and then be like, yo, let me jump into your party. And then we're literally playing together. That'd be super cool. Oi. I've had 250 a month when I was doing degen grinding and got somewhat lucky. Nice. But I suppose, yeah, I mean, that is good, but like, think about it, that 250 worth of items, you also would then have to let go of them to take the money instead of the utility of the in-game grind. So it's like, are you really playing this game for monthly pay? Probably not good. A good idea. Like, are you extracting that value? Probably not. You're like upgrading your items, you know? I guess the place you want to be is maybe somewhere like where I am right now, where I feel like I've got most of the items I want, but now would be the time for me to actually get drops so I can sell stuff, and maybe I could actually take some profit after like however many years, you know. But the truth is, I haven't been getting those drops. Like for me right now, if I was to pull another Transcendent Sword, right, I probably wouldn't hold on to it. I definitely would sell it. Because I love my World Slayer, you know? Like, I don't need 2 Transcendent Swords. Maybe for the fun of it, I would like shard it up just to try and increase its value. Hopefully not decrease its value, you know? And then flip that. So, in a way, like, the long-term game has got more exciting because I've got items already. But now it's like, most of this, like what Sous Chef said, most of the stuff has been found. So anything you're looking for now is like a huge drop, which is obviously considerably harder to get. Alright, we just racking up some monster kills here. That is a cold coffee. Whew. Would not recommend. Jeez, guys, I can't believe that we've got so many people hanging on these numbers better be right. Most people are watching on YouTube. Amazing. If you are lurking on YouTube, say hi. Come light up the chat. I wanna know who you are. Thank you for pulling in. It's so cool to have all of these people out there. Although I feel like most of the people lighting up the chat are on Twitch. I want to see some of these YouTube people talking. Come say hi. Looks like the YouTube algorithm is doing its bit here. Macro today. What are you guys talking about? Macro today. Fuerka says, we'll hop in with my buddy Stella. Monty's free. Lodis. At that time, I already grinded about $300 plus of gear. Free EU Toro 4 for the win. What are you guys talking about? I'm the one who kills you with a Pharaoh against a Pharaoh 4. What are you talking about? I don't understand this language. When you're up against stupid people, I get hit by a Pharaoh smoke and push. What is Toro 4? I've never played that. Is it an NFT game? What? I'm probably one of the only people who uses a Raider flare. What is going on? What is a Pharaoh Toro 4? I have no idea what that is. Arc Raiders. Yeah, at the moment, I'm only really playing Lost Relics and a bit of Dark and Darker. For those of you who are watching, it's, yeah, another first-person view, dungeon crawler, super punishing. It's like first-person Dark Souls, grind and find. It's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy it, but I suck at it. And I think that's also what's fun about it. Like, you know, go from Lost Relics being able to kind of just like mindlessly grind and talk, to Dark and Darker where I'm like focused and terrified. It's a very different experience. But yeah, I think that's why I enjoy it. And I get to play as a bard. Here, my title is Distinguished Bard of Talmuth, but in that game I can actually cast some music spells and stuff, which is cool. I like that. That appeals to me as a musician and creative, you know? Alright, I know we've just been stuck in Mount Olkep for like hours and hours here. Days, it feels like. We should switch it up. Maybe go do a Hellfire or something. I'm so impressed with these stream numbers. I can't believe we got 58 people. It's just going up. Going up and up. Come on, YouTube. Do your magic. Let's get people seeing the Lost Relics game on a Saturday. Let's go. People lurking on the stream. Maybe they're browsing on their YouTube home pages and they're seeing some dungeon crawling vibes. That's cool. Go and download Lost Relics. Free to play on Epic Games. Come get involved. I know I sound like I'm promoing very hard here. They don't pay me to say this. But if you like isometric top-down dungeon crawlers, like me, and like, you know, Diablo style, with a bit more of like an arcade, fun graphic style, I would definitely say go and check out Lost Relics. It's a well-kept secret. It's either you know, if you know, you know. If you're lurking on this channel and you've just discovered this game, you've literally found yourself your first little treasure. Go and download Lost Relics. And come hang out. You're literally already hanging out on the stream. Paid actor. What? Paid actor. What are you guys talking about here? Unless I hear constant bullets, I ain't pushing a flare. Now you guys been grinding Arc Raiders. I had a look at it. I feel like I probably won't be able to run it at a nice graphics efficiency on my little laptop that's still holding out after all these years. But yeah, I see. It looks fun. Cool style. It's like sci-fi, cyberpunky vibes. Matt, how do you have time, bro? How do you have time for Lost Relics and Arc Raiders? Every night you're playing it on your PlayStation. You said, I'm not being paid at Nick Nightshade. Oh, right, paid actor, lol. No, I'm not. Promise you I'm not. Oh! I can't believe it. We're up to 61 viewers here. Welcome, strangers. Don't be scared to chat. You're welcome to say something in the chat. Or is my YouTube chat not linked up nicely? Hey, Fuerca! You take the chat trophy today. For getting message number 100. Congrats. And yeah, major shout out to everyone else keeping the chat alive. What was that? I play CS2, Apex Legends, Arc Raiders. Oh, yo, bro, Forza 4. What a legendary game, bro. I had... Which one did I have back in the day? I think I had Forza 3 back on my Xbox. Xbox 360, bro. Actually thought about my Xbox the other day. I wonder where the hell it is. Did I sell it? Did I sell my Xbox? Or is it somewhere just stashed somewhere? I wonder. I had so many cool games. I think like Tekken 6 back in the day. Tekken 6 was rad. I remember you could like create your character, or you like choose one of the characters, but then you can like change their hairstyles and stuff. I made like my own like Kazuya, which was pretty cool. I've still got all of the Dark Souls 3. I remember buying it when it was on special. Got like all the expansions, all the content, and I haven't touched it. It's like, I'd love to do that, a deep dive on that game. And you know what I like about the Dark Souls franchise? It actually doesn't matter which one you get, right? Even though the games are old, they're all so good. Like, Dark Souls 3 is still, like, in terms of the price, it's competing still with, like, Elden Ring's prices, you know? It's like the same level of quality. Obviously, Elden Ring is a newer game, but the games are just still that good. Geez, this is a very nice wake up today. YouTube being very friendly to us today. That's rad. The Saturday morning live stream. I can't believe it. Putting us in front of people. Hopefully. Humans. Very passive humans who are just watching and not saying anything. Oh, we got zombies here. Zombies. Oh, I'm gonna die. I got horribly body blocked there. Hold up. Yo, Lost Relics showing off the intensity here a little bit. Ah! Fragment. Nice. Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't realize your movement speed slows down when you throw the bomb. Can you move while throwing a bomb now? I thought I just saw that happening. Like, you don't actually stand still, you can keep moving. That was new. I'll have to test that out on the next bomb. Let's get this demon. Another guardian key. Damn, the drops have been decent actually. I've had a couple of fragments. Alright. Get some stones. 645. I'm just like slowly stacking these stones. I don't know like what my plan is. Am I just gonna get a bunch of maps together and then just sell some of them and do some of them? Not sure. Matt640 says Arc Raiders, BF6 and War Thunder when I'm not on Allah. Okay, good. Yeah, it's good to have some variety, man. The one game that I was playing that came out, like, it just looked so fun and silly and a nice throwback to the old school GTAs. And it's got a medieval theme. It's called Rustler. So funny, man. You basically do like GTA style missions, but it takes part in like a a medieval world. Like horse-drawn carriages, like crossbows and swords and knights and like old towns and people like spitting, and there's bards and stuff. It's like a hilarious game. I should actually show it to you guys just for fun on the stream. We take a little break and we could check out a different game. On that note, I just want to make myself another coffee. I kind of woke up and I was summoned in the general chat to come and get in on a stream by Ulapo. What a legend. I think he had a good stream and he sent me that first raid. Check out Crown of Greed demo. Crown of Greed. I'll check that out. Is it also dungeon crawler vibes? I'll definitely check it out now. So I just want to quickly make myself a fresh coffee and we can get into some more playing here. We're edging our way up to that 10k goal, which will be nice. Salsei says it's not fun, not exactly strategy, but fun. One passive stuff. If you want to like play something that you can just come back to. Well, just on another note, Dark and Darker just got fun because they've opened up the player market, which is a lot like the Lost Relics Emporium. You know, you list something and then players buy. But that's kind of super exciting because whenever you come back, you can, you know, go check in on your sales. So yeah, maybe we'll do a bit of that as well. All right, let me go make that coffee. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned. See you in a bit. Alrighty, and we're back. for some more dungeon crawling action. If you're lurking out there and you're a new viewer, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. I know I've got all my old Lost Relics hardcore grinders here, but come say hi. Like, it would be nice to know that you're enjoying the stream. If you got any questions about the game that we are playing currently, this is Lost Relics, dungeon crawler on Web3, on the Web3 layer of gaming. So you can actually find items that have real world value, like my sword here. Well, last sold. I think my one would be worth a bit more. This was last sold for about $500, which is pretty cool. As a drawing point, yes, it's something to get excited about. Your items have real dollar value tied to the engine crypto coin, which is pretty cool. And you can collect these over time and trade them in a living, breathing player market. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go and check out Lost Relics. It's free to play on Epic Games. All right, let's do a couple more of these mounts. I'm just trying to hit 10k kills on the monsters. Guys, I'm so happy. This is like the very first time that the stream has hit 66 viewers. Come on, pull your friends in. Let's go. I really hope I'm not just getting put in front of some like bots or something. That would suck. Hey, if you guys are real viewers, I want to know it. Humanize yourself. Reveal your identity. Say something in the chat, damn it. Wow, this is quite the welcoming party here. Good thing we've got a staff for occasions like this. Okay, jeez. That was a crazy welcoming party there. So what's the grind today? What is everyone chasing out there? Are you guys doing breach? Chasing your vaults? Nothing in here? Nope. We gotta try grind out this as many 140 aisles. Bro, that's crazy. What's that in gold? We're looking at like what? 840k in maps. I suppose that's actually not like, it's like a month's worth of membership almost in the form of maps. Maybe it is cheaper to just buy the damn things instead of grind them out. Boblo, I don't know if you're on the stream, but to answer your question there. What? Buy Luneria at 180 and sell on market. That's hilarious, bro. There you go. Salsea also doing his bit to promote the game. Another paid actor there. Foreca says right now it's selling enchanted island scrolls or selling nightmare vaults. Exactly. 1,000 points to Foreca. That is kind of the way. Our free-to-play gold grind has become somewhat narrowed to, yeah, maybe Time Master's Chest as well. Time Master's Chest takes a little longer to get, but I guess that way you're also getting experience along the way. But maybe that's why it's dropping in value, because you're getting a lot for doing that path. There has to be, you basically have to miss out on something for you to be able to get gold. That's just what it is in this game. Or think of it like playing Sea of Thieves, right? In that game, you grind super, super hard, chasing chests and treasure all across the world. But you never really like open the chests. If you think of it like that, you sell the chests to the gold hoarders. So imagine in Sea of Thieves you could open all the chests. There are some you can open, but imagine you could open them and sometimes there's nothing and you could have got gold. So now it's like your own greed is what is causing you to fail. So yeah, if you think of it like, when you acquire that chest, just sell it, bro. That's gold. But of course, you need so many chests over a long period of time to be able to actually beat the RNG and maybe get a cool item out of them. So if you want to stack chests, which is a privilege, you need to find your gold elsewhere, which is the challenge. Matt says, just hit the 25k till next expedition. Whoa, bro, that's crazy. Well done. I'm literally only coming up to 10k, and I think I'm doing pretty well. Like, 10k, and it's Friday or Saturday. That's like, that's been good for me since maybe before the Christmas event. I just have not been grinding hard at all. It's just been start of the year, work, and summer, and yeah. Who the hell builds on a Saturday morning? Someone is building upstairs. It's crazy. Okay, let's head out of here. Let's face this demon. Face your demons. Playing Mount is like the whole story of Diablo in one adventure. What? I just got lucky on Valdrith Highlands. Where'd you get? That first game at Valdrith dropping the needle. Yeah, bro. Nice. For the compass. Very, very nice. Damn, well there goes the RNG, bro. My second ever go in Highlands, I got the needle last week. What? Bro, after hundreds and hundreds of Highlands runs, I've never seen any of those compass parts. Congrats, bro. That's a nice drop. Well done. How much are those pieces going for at the moment? 600 to like 800 engine? Last I checked. Let's have a look. So our good friend Foreca here, he just got needle. Yeah. Wow, 940 engine. That's nice. About $20 value. Well done, bro. It just feels nice to get stuff. Like, it really is hard to drop items in this game. So if you get something, it's like celebration time, you know? So close to 10k. Let's go. What? I hear someone got Astral Dream the other day. Who? Who got Astral Dream, bro? From the vaults. Someone hit the 1%. 1 in 100, man. Or a little bit more than 1 in 100. Such is the chance that you have to take. What? 5 has been found in a month? My god. I guess everyone is grinding hard for those astrals. So what, there's gonna be no astral dreams left soon? Panic. Panic stations. Did Zombie get one? I guess we'll see when they start selling on the market. Look, I guess, you know, maybe people don't want to brag about their drops. Maybe having the privacy and an anonymity of not knowing who's got what means less like market manipulation around the items, or like talking down the value of the item because you know someone has suddenly dropped it and it's in the markets, like it's in the world. You know, if people are talking about that drop all the time, just the way people talk can influence the price, you know. So I think the privacy is actually also beneficial to protect value in a way. And I wouldn't put it past the developers to be thinking that way, bro. They always think a little bit further than we do. Nice, sous chef. I forgot that you found. Did you get Queen's Misery? What did you get? In the old bounty chest. Well done, bro. I remember those things. They felt so punishing, man. Wow. What? Overseer offers transparency. It does offer transparency, but that's also the problem. Like, I remember when I got drops, instantly people were messaging me on Discord privately, being like, "Are you gonna sell that? How much are you gonna sell it for, bro? I'll give you an offer. I'll make you an offer." Like, which could be good or bad. And often when, you know, people are trying to like not poach your items, but if they're basically like hunting you for your item, you know, they don't always come with good deals. But yeah. Maybe one of the reasons they took away the Overseer is because most of the drops are now to stop people from complaining that there's no drops. Because obviously most of them now are fragments. It's incremental drops to build up to either buying an item from another player or using on Expedition. And what's the point of having an Overseer that's just going Arcane Fragment, Void Satchel, Arcane Fragment, Void Satchel, you know? Like, the drops are what they are right now. And if you get something nice and special, I guess you can, like what Foreka did now, you know? He announced himself. And I didn't actually check the chat. There is like a little announcement that appears. It says, someone found a mythical item. There's like an announcement thing. Dev's creating FOMO so more people buy Luneri and go crazy on DN. Yeah, maybe. Could be that. This is a super weird situation. I don't know why the stream value or the stream viewer numbers have spiked, and I'm not seeing any chat interaction. That is a little suspect. Unless people are literally just lurking and chilling. Maybe they're playing games while listening. Like a streamer podcast vibe. They don't want to participate in the chats, they just want to listen. It would be nice to know if they're real people. What? Don't you have chat locked on for non-followers? Well, remember, I'm dual streaming, so those viewers are on YouTube. So I think they can just chat. Unless they have to subscribe. Yeah, there's only 8 watching on Twitch, exactly. And that's most of the guys who are actually in the chat. Everyone else, the other 50-something odd, are on YouTube. I need someone who's in that group of YouTube viewers. I need someone to just say something in the chat so I know that you're human and you're watching. Do your streamer a favor and say something. Say hi. Let me know that you're human. so I can test this. Otherwise, I've just got bot numbers here. I want human eyes, human opinions. Sous Chef says he's not buying containers anymore. I'm done with that now. Not. What? I'm not done with that. I'm confused, Sous Chef. I cry. No. Wild boar just comes in with tears. I cry. Alright. Man, how long have I been in Mount? Are we still not at 10k? Come on. Ah, one more. Alright, let's go. One more. Let's go. Another one. Let's get that 10k. Nightshade, you did music for Highlands. Yes, I did. Why? You don't like it. I know you don't like the music. Oh, you like it? Yeah. Thank you, bro. I tried to make it like... Is it your first time hearing it? So I'll say it. Do you not... Are you only recently doing Highlands? Now that you've got your gatherings up and stuff. Is it your first time hearing it? Oh my word. Congrats. Well, firstly, congrats. Salsea, the critical grinder. You made it to Valdrith, bro. I'm like, there's tears in my eyes. I still remember you just being like level 55 for like years. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, that one was written to be like, because Valdrith is kind of like an end game kind of area. I wanted it to feel like super heroic, a mix of like fantasy and, you know, like the power of rock and roll. That was kind of the idea. And then it does fade in and out, and obviously a little bit of guitar shred. Yeah. But I know what it's like. Whenever I create something, I always look at it afterwards and I go, time to make something new, time to try again, or it's like you're never satisfied with your own thing. But thank you. I'm glad you like it, bro. I just thought like that melody is very it's almost like the Lost Relics theme song, you know? Da 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 da. I was kind of thinking like Pirates of the Caribbean mixed with just like an old adventurous minor scale, but like what was that other one? From what was that called? Game of Thrones. You know, that kind of like da 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 da. That's similar to Game of Thrones actually. Yeah, just that kind of style. And also the reason why I didn't go full medieval on the music for this game is because if you look at a lot of the skins and the models and some of the like multiverse items that you get in the game, they are almost more like sci-fi-esque and modern. So I wanted the music to be like a reflection of that. So it's got some of the old like medieval-y stuff, but it's also got like a more modern twist to it. That's why Echoes of Time music is like almost more like a drum and bass kind of vibe. Like when I wrote that one, I think my reference for that, because it was all time trial oriented, I remember the inspiration behind that was like, because it's like a mini game, you know. I remember as a kid, what was it? Crash Bandicoot's, what, A Crash in Time or something? I think it was like the third one or something, where the whole game was just like mini games, and it was so fun. And that also had that like drum and bassy, playful, wacky nature. So I think that was the inspiration behind that one. And I think now that Echoes of Time is so like crazy, the music works even better than before. Just 1%. Bro, that's gonna be like, what, a week? A week of playing. I think when the prestige system dropped, I was on 89 million XP. Now I'm like... Whoop. Hold up. Yeah, now I'm only like 88.1. That's like, it's been slow. But I haven't been doing gathering or production. I think if you do those two things, plus combat, then you're getting like good XP. Wow, bro, so you've done 10 mil already. That's amazing. Boblo says he finds Highlands disappointing. I mean, to be fair, Highlands is cool now because you get top tier gathering. Hey, thank you. We got some fragments there. You get top tier gathering plus, what else do you get? Plus like a good few monster kills, guardian kills. You get the chance, you know, I think these days if you don't get a compass part, you get void satchels, which are good for fragments. It's lots of XP. I think you get like 30k XP per run ish. What? Anyone know what Archaea Glacier is? Tell me more, Matt. What are you talking about, bro? Archaea Glacier. What is that? What is the Archaea Glacier you're talking about there? Where did you see that? Is that like, maybe it's a map? Maybe that's the map where Fragment Island Scroll takes you. Maybe that's Archaea Glacier. If you look at an Epic Frag, it has it as a game mode / adventure. I think Archaea Glacier is the Fragment Island Scroll map, dude. Think about it. That is a glacier that you're on top of. Maybe that's what they just called it, the Archaea Glacier. Yeah. Salsea agreeing. What is happening, Salsea? Since when do you and I agree, bro? What is going on? Alright, I think... Come on, tell me that is my 10k kills. Yes, we did it. 10k! Alright. Shall we go do some descending nightmares, descending hellfire? I need some stuff. I don't have like any resources. Maybe let's have a look at how many stones I have here now. Favorites. Where is it? 700 stones. They'll give me 35 maps. Let's go get some maps. 35 times 6. Return of Glaceon. Maybe. Maybe Glaceon will be coming back. Yeah. I mean, I know he was kind of like a Christmassy monster, but like, why not bring him back? Completely forgot about Glaceon. What? I read that the new expedition boss is say a cell, and the only way to defeat him is to outgather him. That's funny, Boba. Or to outswipe him with a credit card. I should get a special gathering guardian. Or to ban him. Shame. No, he's grinding hard. It's probably the hardest he's ever played the game, so we're happy for Salsea. What am I looking for here? Enchanted Isle. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna come join you. Salsea, I'll see you at the island, bro. Let's go. I wonder if these YouTube viewers are real, bro. I wonder. They're all too very quiet. They seem to be lurking, but I don't know where or who or how. Maybe Restream just sending me some of their bot viewers, which would suck. I wish I could actually see the individual viewers. Maybe I can if I check on YouTube. One thing's for sure, gathering XP is now like one of the quickest ways to, unless you get all common nodes like me here, quickest ways to get some XP. Because obviously you, wow, these are all empty. Takes you a couple of seconds. So look at that, that was 2.7, 2.7, that was like 3k, 3.8, say 4 with all my fails, 4.6, 4.6, there, 5k. That was literally a full mythical adventure run right there. So 5.4, I mean, we'll see at the end of the map. 5.4, 6.2, I didn't see what that was. Say 7, 8.450, 8.459. So that's like over 10k in gathering in like 1 minute something. 1 minute 47. 17k. That's like what? That's like a mythical run and a transcendent run right after each other, and you get the, yeah, that is super valuable, bro. I see why people are doing this. And of course you get the gifts, which you can use either for time chests or optimizing your loadout. Adventures are still valuable. I see it. Testing 1 2. Okay, cool. We're still working. Jeez, you guys got me out of bed. Like literally, I woke up and then I was just gonna grind quietly to myself. And you got me on the stream before I'm even like properly awake here. I've got some packing to do. Gotta basically pack up my whole life and go move into a new house for a little bit. Just to house sit and dog sit. Okay, so obviously you're getting less gifts these days. Oh, Salsea, did you, with your prestige tiers, did you, get the gathering one? Since you're doing so much gathering. Did you, like, super boost your gathering? You got, like, chance for double? Oh, you did the scrolls one. Okay, okay. Oh, because you only had one... What was it? Scrolls... 1. Is the gathering... Gathering was 2. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Gotcha. Oh, excuse me, I'm suddenly feeling... husky. Clear the throat. There we go. Yeah, let's do some maps. I'm enjoying this. Fun stream today. even if we are streaming to a bunch of fake viewers on YouTube. I really hope they're not, though. Let me actually see if I can check this quick. Maybe I can check from my YouTube channel. I can see who's like actually watching there. I'm just interested. Interested in this random number spike of people. Is it random? They kind of all seem to appear all at once. I wonder if Restream is trying, if it's like a marketing tactic on from Restream. 56 watching apparently. Can I see this? Let's have a look. Just checking something quick. But once. Started streaming. Made with Restream. Yeah, I wonder if it's like part of their... Why doesn't Lost Relics come up as the game? That's interesting. I can't actually see who's in the chat. Engage with your audience. What can I do? Answer questions live. Okay. Start a Q&A. Favorite Let's see if this pops up on the Restream for you guys. Let's see. Strange. Super strange. Well, we better keep playing, I guess. Maybe people are just lurking. Suppose it would be weird though, like, if a streamer is talking to you and you don't respond. That is a bit suspect. I wonder. Maybe Restream's got like a bunch of accounts. I've never seen that happen before, so it's, yeah, it's weird. Super weird. Oh, we got some, wow, 3 mythical nodes here. Let's go. Oh. 2, come on, 3rd time lucky. No, at least they weren't empty. How's your coffer situation on Isles with all the gathering, Salsea? What? Pretty bad. Only got like 5 in 1.5. What? Wow. 1 every 300 runs, bro. Higher chance of getting them in Valdrith. Well, I guess, yeah, because it's all mythical and transcendent nodes there. So, makes sense. Makes sense. I wonder if there's gonna be a new boss for the next expedition. I think I should reach out. I should reach out to Cliff. Just to see if he wants to do like some kind of voice thing again. But then we do it like more like Valora, in the sense that the voices are randomly tied to like attacks. Maybe like an intro, outro, death, and then an attack or 2, but not have the player wait. Or it like literally wasn't even that bad, you know. It only felt bad when you were like doing it kind of back to back, but It's like in almost any other game, like in Fortnite or something, when you're fighting the bosses always have some kind of dialogue with you. I think it is up to standard to do that. Even like in Diablo or Path of Exile, do the bosses say stuff? I actually don't know. I know in Dark and Darker they also, yeah, the ones who can talk do say things. And they sound like proper scary. I think it adds a lot of character. What? Not when you have potions timer running though. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I think you know, when he's like, I am Conqueror. Maybe from that point. Yeah. Maybe the first line is fine. You're like waiting for the thing to start. Maybe you don't use your potions then. Or allow the player to kind of skip the text. But now you need like a text prompt thing. I mean, it's really like a few seconds. It's not like that's bad, you know. It's more just, I think, like, you know, the parts when he goes, still alive, how quaint, endurance will not save you from inevitability. Like, you should like walk into the room and then as the dialogue starts, he spawns the nether demon. And then, you know, while you're fighting the nether demon, he's talking to you. And then as you walk in, guardians spawn and he says, feel the weight of conquest, closing in, you know. It kind of all happens at the same time. So you're just playing and you're hearing the story going instead of stopping the player. But it's probably much more work to like alter that after creating it, setting it up, testing it and all of that, you know. So, but I'm sure Cliff did learn from that experience. So maybe, yeah, maybe because of the replayability of these game modes, I mean, the text prompt could just come up and, you know, just have no voices. But I feel like, you know, then you're like, you're trading out the personality of your game mode for just because people want to play it faster. So I don't know. Well, I think there's a middle ground, a happy middle ground somewhere. Cool, someone got a feeble bloodstone. That's pretty rad. Agyar, 93. One of most useful items. I mean, it is pretty useful. It's a good one, like, especially if you are a melee player and you're on early tier maps. It'll give you a bit of tankiness. Okay, sweet. You can just be talking when you spawn into the instance without restricting your movement. Gameplay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like as you spawn in and start moving, he's like talking. Like his voice is like this overlord voice. Like, I am Conqueror, you know? Dark Legions. And then as you enter that first room, it's like, Dark Legions rise. Like he doesn't have to be standing there. So maybe you just hear his voice and then you're like, where's that voice coming from? And then you only see him at the end. So he's been like casting that spell, all those spells from a distance. I mean, there's many ways to skin a cat, right? They just chose that way, and that's the way that it went for this expedition. Maybe they will change it. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. You can still get 3 Conquerons off 1 potion set, so I mean, that's decent. I don't know, if you have played original WoW, one raid boss talks to players constantly as they clear the raid without them needing to wait. No, for sure, that's what I'm talking about. Like, as you walk in, the boss is like, so I see you, da 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 da. And while that's happening, he's doing his attacks. You know, you're dodging, or you're playing, or you're casting and healing. I mean, there's plenty of games that do that. Dark Souls does that. You know, the bosses who do actually talk. As you walk in, they'll be like saying stuff, but they'll already be executing attacks, you know. It kind of just adds a bit of cinematic nature to the battle. Like how Valora was. She had like a, as you walk in, she had a one line, you know, like, to start the battle, and then you just fight her, and then she kind of will say things at her phases, and then, you know, some of her attacks randomly would trigger a voice line. I even think Conqueron, you know, he probably could have had like maybe 1 or 2 less lines, like at each phase. You know, maybe it was just like, instead of what is the one thing? Behold, the machine of my dominion. Like that line. Doesn't he say something else? Or it's like, oh, you think you've learned the rhythm of war. Now dance upon the steel of perfection, right? There's quite a few lines there, like, that could have just been maybe shorter. Like, let's see you dodge this, you know, and then he summons the thing. You know, it's just like a half a second line. And then maybe you have variations, so there's like a 50-50 chance for him to say different things. So like, you know, in the beginning, instead of saying, I am Conqueror, every single time introducing himself, oh, well done, Bath. Nice, dude. Welcome to the Valor Forged gang. We're all shiny, but we're tired. We're tired people. If you're a tier 17 person, you are a tired player. That's for sure. Alright, I'm just burning these maps here. I should probably like sell some. Maybe sell enough to get another bond or something. Fund some Descending Nightmares. Or just grind them out. Easier to get on the grind loop here with these maps. Jeez. They're so quick and chilled. Not making any progress here. I think, jeez, I don't know if I'll make the 25k, bro. I don't know. Let's do 2 more of these maps, and then I think I'm probably gonna have to end my stream, just to get on with my day a little bit. I've got to pack up my life because I'm house sitting, and I see I've got my partner send me some messages for some stuff I also need to bring. She's already gone, and basically just move out for a couple of days. Try focus just on that, because I gotta be there for the night and the weekend and the next couple of days. I gotta work from there, so I just gotta like actually go pack all my things, get my life together, go have a nice shower, you know, just actually go do something with the day for a bit. But I'll definitely be back a little bit later once I'm all settled in. I'll probably be streaming with a headset. I'm sure I've got one that works, so we can always jump in and grind together again. Maybe we'll play something else as well. I don't know if I can squeeze another 15,000 kills out of me. We'll see what the day brings. See how much I get done. If I can get like everything I need to get done, then I've got nothing else to worry about. Then we can just chill and play. Do mandatory pull-ups. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll do some before the before my shower. I'll do a quick little, just a couple of sets, push-ups, pull-ups, just to loosen up, not to like to push to limit or anything, just to not to failure point, just to kind of like wake up a bit, you know. I shall do so. Yeah, I'd also, Budal, if you're keen, bro, maybe later we try out some Dark and Darker, bro. Could be fun. Could be fun to go on a few runs, just go get wrecked. I don't know if you played a little bit, or if you enjoy it. It's obviously, it's a challenging game. But yeah, lots of fun. Okay, let's do one more map. Then I'm at 25 maps. And then I'm gonna call it a day. I thought I was gonna do a Hellfire or do some more grinds, but we did okay. I think we did about 2,500 kills just on this morning's stream, which is pretty good. It is, wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, it's Saturday, so I should actually be on 13.5k kills. So I'm still about a day behind. So maybe we can make up for that later. We'll see. Man, it would suck not to make the 25k, especially if I'm like semi-close. What? And I haven't tried to even boot it up after it crashed the first time around. It crashed. Are you also not running like a super heavy rig? That's weird. Maybe it's the DirectX 11 or 12 or something. I've got no idea why it crashed. Let's see if we can... No. Alright. Nothing really too exciting here. Just a bunch of fish. Some stuff for XP, I guess. Told you about it, crashed after the first time I tried to run it, then I went to sleep. Haven't tried since. Yes, I remember you did mention that. That's super weird. Yeah, maybe your default settings are just higher. Because the game, like, it actually runs pretty well on high settings. Even on my computer, which is not like, you know, it's old, but it's, you can run it pretty high. Shouldn't be a problem. My PC is alright. Yeah, same. Maybe just lower the settings. It could be, there's a DirectX 11 mode and a 12 mode. So maybe the 12 mode is crashing. Maybe just go to 11. Maybe it's trying to pull like ray tracing stuff and your graphics card doesn't have that, or, you know, depending on what you've got. Alrighty. Major shout out to everyone on the stream. That was super, super fun. Thanks for the wake up stream. I've still got coffee, but I've got stuff to do today, and I don't want to be sitting here when I've got stuff to do. I'd rather get all the stuff done, go wake the body up, go pack, and yeah, I've got a gig coming up this Thursday. I'm doing like a solo acoustic gig, so probably need to work on some music as well. Thank you so much for everyone who was on the stream. And for all those imaginary lurkers out on YouTube, if you're real and you're hanging out and watching the stream, thanks for being there. Go and play Lost Relics, Epic Games. It's free on Epic Games. Make sure you get it and come get in on the grind. Shout out to everyone who kept the chat alive. Bordel, we had Bahamut, we had Matt640 always, we had Fuerca, fellow streamer here. Who else did we have? We had Sous Chef pulling in as well. Of course, we had Salsea listening and lurking from in-game. We had Poopsy92, all the legends here of the Lost Relics world. Who else? And of course, Ulapo starting the show this morning, getting me out of bed and starting the stream with a raid. Very, very nice. So thank you for hanging out. And what? Shout out to all the Indian bot viewers. Yeah, exactly, on YouTube. Anyway, well, hopefully they're still racking up some watch time for the channel anyway. Let's get this algorithm doing the job for us. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one. Until then, loot buff, and yeah, good luck out there. Cheers.